This is Dr. K.U. Naiko here, Director of Lakshmi Institute of Management, Sarigam, and today we are going to learn text mining process using RStudio. So first of all, let us try to understand step-by-step process of text mining. So step number one is very common in RStudio, that you have to install various packages which are required for performing text mining process. So the first and the most important package in R is text mining package. So there is a standard way of writing syntax: install.packages, then into bracket, into inverted comma tm. So tm is nothing but it's a text mining package, and the coding for the text mining has been already written by some expert programmer, and we are using that particular software directly by using this command called install.package in RStudio. So first of all, the first and the most important line is to install text mining package, and second package which is very important, install.package snowball package for text stemming. Now what is stemming? Let us try to understand through an example. If there are two words, jumping and jumped, so jumping is in present tense and jumped is in past tense. So what this package will do? This package will remove ing and ed from both the words, and the jumping and jumped, this terminology will be brought back to its original form, that is jump. So we can find out that how many times this particular word jump has been repeated in a Word document or text file. So this is the purpose of this package. And third package, which is most important, is word cloud. So if you want to generate a cloud of all words, then word cloud package is useful. And if you want to generate colorful cloud, then R Color Brewer is a package which is very useful. So once the step one is to install all packages. Once you install all the packages in RStudio, you can call the library, you can load the library. Load the library means those packages will come into RStudio, and R engine would be able to have access of those packages. So directly you can use those lines of coding and those lines of programs in your software. So let me run this library. It will give you a warning. So whenever a warning comes in RStudio, never worry about it. When warning comes, it means your code has been generated successfully. Code is running successfully. Then snowball, then word cloud, and then R Color Brewer. Fine. So what we have done in step 1 and step 2, installing packages and calling libraries for all those packages. Remember one thing, the packages which has been installed by you in step 1 and in step 2, you have to call all the libraries of all the package. This is the way we need to work. Fine. In step number 3, I am setting working directory where my unstructured text file is stored. So my unstructured text file is stored in d:r files. So set working directory is a command which I am running. You can look at the console. You can look at the bottom of the screen. Set working directory is set, and then get working directory. So number 1, d:r files. So I am reaching on my laptop where my unstructured text file has been stored. Fine. In step number 4, I am loading the text. I am loading the text means the lines of text which are available in document. I am loading into my RStudio over here. So what is text? Text is nothing but it's a memory variable created by me in RStudio, and this less than and hyphen indicates that it is an assignment operator. So text is equal to read lines from where file choose, means I have to choose the files. So my file is available in R file folder. So I am running this command. Look what happens. It has given me an option, select file. So for me, paper.txt is a file. It's my research paper. So I am opening it in RStudio. I am opening it in RStudio, and after this, after opening the file, I am giving a path to RStudio. Then I am storing all the lines in one variable. So in step number 5, load data as corpus. Now what is corpus? Try to understand. So each line in MS Word or each line in .txt file is known as document, and collection of all those documents becomes the corpus, right? So I am creating another memory variable called docs, and in that docs I am storing the corpus. It means I am storing the entire file, the content of all files or one file in a single memory variable called docs. Fine, then I am inspecting it, fine. When I am inspecting it, look at this is unstructured data, and I am going to find out which are the common words, frequently repeating words in this document. Look at it. You can see the unstructured data, commas are there, some capitals are there, some numbers are there, @ sign is there, lot of stubs. So this is a messy data which are not useful for me as a businessman, but I want to find out meaningful pattern of the data which are underlying in this document. So in step number 6, I am going to do text transformation to space. So I am going to remove the space which is available between the words. Okay, then TM map means mapping. Forward slash is there, I am going to remove it. @ is there, I am going to remove it. Backward slash is there, I am going to remove it. Then cleaning text, I am going to convert all the text item to lower case. Some upper cases are there, title cases are there. So I am converting the whole document into lower case, right? Then removal of what? Numbers. If numbers are there, I want to remove them because they are not useful for my pattern. Then stop words are there, a and the articles are there, I am going to remove it. The stop words, which is my own definition, I am going to remove them. Punctuation is there, I am going to remove that, right? Stop words, strip white spaces. So some white spaces are available between two words, it will also be eliminated from the document. And stemming the words, fine. And finally, after cleaning the text, I will create document term matrix. Now what is matrix? Matrix is nothing but a combination of rows and columns. So in first column, I will store the most frequently repeated word. In second column, I will store the secondly most repeated word. Likewise, I will continue, and then I will find out which are the top 10 words which are frequently repeating in my document. That's what I want to do over here. Then matrix, vector, right? And you can see the output. User word, because it is measuring innovative banking user satisfaction scale, is the title of the paper. So user word has been repeated for 41 times. Bank word has been repeated for 31 times, and satisfaction has been repeated for 23 times. So from this I can say that in these documents, these are the most frequently repeated words. So we can say that this document is something which is related to bank user satisfaction. That's what we can infer from the document. Now let us run another line of association of terms which we want to measure, and head top 10 words, and then I want to generate bar plot of it, right? Look at the plot. Look at the plot in RStudio. Most frequently used words in a text document. So user words is frequently repeated words. So what can we conclude out of this? It means when we have unstructured data using text mining process in RStudio, we can convert that document into document matrix, and from matrix we can find out that which word has been repeated frequently